Hey everyone, it's Andrew, Still City Scented. Thank you for joining me for another fragrance freestyle. I'm discussing the final sample of the trio that I was sent by the genius. That is D.L. Jenkins at Pictura Fragrans. I'm not going to go through my usual cadence of house history because I've reviewed that extensively in past videos, but we will talk about today Qetora Zohar. We'll walk through the notes, the brief, and then really discuss how this has been playing on my skin for the past few days. So I had to really think about how to articulate this fragrance and its performance on my skin. It is what I consider an intelligent perfume. So if you want a fragrance that's going to make you think, like sit back, ponder, kind of like the other two that I've reviewed, right? It puts you into a frame of mind where you're almost wondering what is happening and what happened and where it's going. So it's a very, very cool mystery. So let's jump right in. So, okay. On per the website, it says, according to ancient legend, Qetora, sacred incense from dried fruits, rare spices, and ancient woods, rose to the heavens, uniting voices into a single harmonious song. So if you're not really versed in how religions used incense, whether it's organized religion, unorganized religion, which organized religion actually borrowed from unorganized religion, but that's a whole separate conversation. The people that were worshiping X deity, gods, whatever, would take things they thought would please the god or gods and burn them on an altar and then say their prayers around that altar. The purpose of the incense was to take the prayers, the wishes, all the desires up to the heavens so the gods could hear them. So incense served a really big purpose. It's not just to make things smell nice, right? So again, the uniting that voices into harmonious song, and I guess the folks that lived, again, the dried fruits, rare spices, ancient woods, is what would please those gods, right? Now, where they were doing this, though, per the legend, was this really elaborate tower. So if you go on his website, there's a beautiful picture of what the tower looks like. But apparently there was hubris of the builders, right? So the gods are gods, similar to the Tower of Babylon, if you're familiar with that, from the New Testament anyway, if you're any type of Christianity. The stone scattered, right? Tower falls, stone scatter everywhere. The voices of the prayers, everything fractures, right? So nothing is ever heard. And it says, the sacred smoke drifted aimlessly, bearing the weight of division. Yet from the ruins an ember endured, a fragment of unity, a whisper of forgotten harmony. Qetora Zohar captures this light within the smoke, reminding us of hope and inviting us to rise above the shadows of suffering toward a shared future of wisdom and love, which is very prolific for what we need today, but that's also a conversation again. Okay, so the notes are fig tree, Sichuan pepper, and dates. Yuzu, cardamom, elemi, and mace. Indian oud, mids are Indian oud, fig, and myrrh. Hyacinth, frankincense, dried fruits, and tonka. Coriander, opoponax, and toast, which is interesting. The reason I'm thinking toast, he didn't mention it in the brief above, but similar to, okay, if this again was in, and I'm totally adding my own 2 cents, so DL, please correct me if I'm completely wrong. A lot of people that worshipped also brought foods to the gods, right, to feed them. So if you know the significance of bread in ancient cultures, right, because it was plentiful, you could make it, I'm assuming that bread was also brought to this altar and burned when this tower fell, right? Everything was ruined. So I'm assuming that's the toast note. And the base incense, again, the base notes of incense, carob tree, part of that woods, Mysore, Sandalwood, Ambergris, Ambrette, and Musk. So I have it on my hoodie, and it's so different on my skin in my hoodie, right? But I'll spray it again. So here's the color of the juice. Sorry, and it's $2.95 for 50 mLs, and then $45 for 8 mLs, due to the quality of the materials, right? So, and it shines like this, so it really won't discolor your skin too much, but this is so interesting, right? So I've worn this like 6 times, and again, I was struggling with how to articulate it because every time I've worn it, similar to all of his fragrances, but this one especially, the notes come out differently every single time. Every time. And I'm like, how can I articulate, like the notes are listed here, right? There's the heart, I'm sorry, the top, the heart, and the base, which on my skin, everything is just a clusterfuck. But, like, see, now I'm getting Yuzu. I've never got Yuzu before, like, ever got Yuzu before. Or more pronounced fig tree. Before it was all dates, right? When I sprayed in the past, it was very sweet. So it was more myrrh, fig, frankincense in the beginning with dates. And now I'm getting Yuzu and mace and fig. But and then on my hoodie, again, this is like a 2-hour dry down. It's some sandalwood and a little bit of ambergris. Not a lot of musk, and I can't really smell the oud. But I was thinking about really the description that DL wrote. And the concept of this tower falling, right? And I was thinking about the note profile and how they came out differently on my skin. So I was thinking about if you were at this site, right, where the tower had collapsed, and you were picking up pieces of the collapsed tower and looking at them, every piece you picked up would be different on a different day, right? If you go back the next day, you pick up a different piece, it's going to be different than the piece you picked up yesterday. So you're almost like picking up different pieces of the tower that could have been covered in part of the altar, what they brought for the altar or not, could be completely plain, could have things interspersed within them. Everything is going to be different every single time that you're at that building wreckage site. So I feel like this fragrance on my skin anyway, it's so interesting how, again, when you wear it, different things come out differently. And that's the cool part, right? It's like a puzzle. So if you were to put this crumbled building back together, it's not going to be the same thing that it was at first. So again, I don't like the fact that it doesn't come out the way that it's supposed to on my skin. I don't really care. It was sweeter on my skin yesterday than it is today. So again, I'm just thinking of walking around a site, a tower, it's completely shot to shit, right? Completely just wrecked by the gods because they were pissed that people were building this tower up to them. Crumbled it. Everything's just... And again, you're trying to find things, or let's say you're scavenging for try to find your offerings at the altar or whatever, and you're just finding different things every time. That's the case. So I think it's such a cool fragrance. Like, and I can't wait to wear it in the warmth because I'm a serpent, right? Like my Raynaud's is really bad right now, so my blood flow is not the best. But I just think it's going to be so cool in the heat too, because again, if you're exploring this wreckage and looking for your alterings in the cold versus the heat, very different things are going to happen, right? You might smell probably more fruits because they'll be rotting, right? So I'm just completely extrapolating, but I just really like it. I hope some of the florals come out a little bit more. But yeah, I really think you're up for a pleasant experience again. So if you haven't tried Qetora Zohar, or you have tried it and dismissed it for whatever reason, give it some more wears, because again, it's like the 6th time and every time it's been a different thing. And for me, again, that's just really cool. So, all right, guys, where I'd wear this, I would honestly wear this anywhere also, because it's not overpowering. It's not really loud. There's nothing in here that I think, I don't see any notes that might cause problems for folks who are prone to headaches or migraine. But, give it a spray or two. See what it's like, and they're obviously no comparable. So, yeah, I've been actually really happy. So, again, DL, thank you for sending those 3 samples. I'm really stoked. When I can, I'm probably going to full bottle all of them, to be honest. So, all right, guys, have a great day. We'll talk soon. Take care. Bye.